What up, girls? January 4th. Headed down to the res. Don't really know why. It's 24 degrees and it's foggy. It's going to be a cold bitch today. But if you want to winter fish on a boat, you can't be a bitch. You can't be a puss. So we'll see how it goes. Better than sitting at home. Sitting at home's kind of sucked lately. Nobody really hangs out with me anymore. And I just sit in my office by myself. So it's not fun to me. I can't sit there and play video games all day. We watched a movie last night about those sisters going to see their dad. And that kind of fucked me up a little bit. I don't want y'all to ever have to see me like that. And I just worry what my last days are going to be like when y'all have to say goodbye to me. But at least we get the opportunity to say goodbye. Some people don't get it. But it just kind of fucked me up. I can't ever escape cancer. Every time I turn around, cancer this, cancer that, cancer on TV, cancer on Facebook. There's just no escape from it. The only escape I get from it is when I'm not on my phone, not on any kind of electronics, and I'm on my fucking boat. Because then I have no opportunity to see anything. I don't get to pick up my phone and look scroll through Facebook. Oh, so-and-so just diagnosed with cancer. Oh, so-and-so just died from cancer. Driving down the street, billboard. Oh, new cancer center. It's like we were at the last time we were in Moab. I couldn't even escape it then. There was a freaking billboard right there in the town about a new cancer center. There's just no escape from it. So it's just really beat me down mentally. I feel alone. Even though I know I'm not alone, I just feel this sense of aloneness. And I don't know, I was supposed to get my scans on Friday. Insurance denied it for the PET scan, so now I gotta have a CT scan. It got pushed back all the way to January 24th, so that'll be 5 months on this treatment. Fingers crossed, it's still working. I want to have plenty of these videos, and my goal is to have one video for these videos for one day of the year, each day of the year. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to try. I really want to make it back to Canada. I want to get in a good financial position for your mom before I pass away, even though we haven't talked in a month. And part of me doesn't even give a shit anymore about setting her up right. But I'm going to do the right thing because I know it affects y'all. And because I'm going to do the right thing no matter what. You know? You always have to do the right thing no matter what. Doesn't matter if you want to do it or not. It's part of being a man. Anyway, we watched that movie last night. Those girls didn't have a good opinion of their dad. I hope that there's nothing that I've ever done that makes y'all have a bad opinion of me, because I love you guys and I've always tried to be a good dad. I've always tried to do the right thing. Even when I haven't done the right thing, I've tried to go back and make it right. My whole life is purpose was to be a dad. So I don't know, just the way things are going right now, with y'all getting older and kind of starting to do your own thing, I can't take it, man. I don't know if I could ever take it with all the girls out of the house. So maybe this is the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. I really don't think. I think I would lose my mind. I think I would be really depressed. But then again, there'd be one day when y'all have kids, and then they would be my life. But I probably won't get that opportunity. I just have visions of taking my grandson fishing, spending time with my granddaughters, giving them hugs, spoiling them, holding their hand, taking them to the gas station to get candy, even though y'all told me not to. Just having my little granddaughter sitting in my lap, taking a nap. I probably won't get that opportunity. Cancer's a weird thing. Just to all of a sudden get cancer. I'll never forget, we were in Moab that last time we were down there, and then when we were going to get back, I was going to go get my scope done, and we were like, oh, it's just going to be an ulcer or something, you know, something simple. Never in my mind would I think that I would have cancer. And I remember being so upset that I couldn't eat anything in Moab because I really liked the food there, and I was just so bummed out. And I hadn't been able to eat for a couple months. And then finding out I had cancer, and then my doctor pretty much telling me nothing I did caused it, that I just had bad luck. That's what you call fate, I guess. Did nothing to cause it. Then I had genetic testing done, and they told me I have some genetic gene that makes the cancer very aggressive. Well, fuck. Bad luck again there. But he's never seen that gene with esophageal cancer. It's mostly in women with breast cancer. So that don't make any fucking sense. But got all these things working against me that I did absolutely nothing to cause. Most people, when they get cancer, it's from smoking, whatever, not taking care of themselves. So I just know, sometimes I just, you know, I know everything happens for a reason. I've always strongly believed that. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff on my mind. Done pretty good with this last treatment, where I've just got to the point where I've accepted everything. The first treatment, I refused to accept everything. It made my anxiety bad all the time. I've pretty much accepted everything, and I think it's just because I've come close to dying so many times already. Sometimes I felt like I was dying. When we were in Havasu, when we were in Vegas, I thought I was dying. That first time. And then the chemo wore off, and I was like fine the next day. This chemo really... You ever see anybody that, you know, before they die, like Toby Keith, the country singer, he had stomach cancer, and he said, right before he died, he said, I should have quit the chemo and radiation a long time ago. Chemo kills you faster than the cancer does, but the chemo gives you hope. So we'll see. I would like to have a little bit of quality of life before I go, because man, this shit fucking sucks. I feel pretty okay after this treatment. You know, this is round 1 out of 3. The third one always fucks me up because everything's built up in my system. I had my blood work done yesterday for, you know, pre-chemo, or a couple days ago, and my blood sugar's real high, like a pre-diabetic. So I gotta cut out sugars. You know, obviously I was eating a bunch of bullshit and Havasu donuts every day and drinking Red Bulls. Been drinking Red Bulls again. I'm gonna have to quit that. Get back on my diet, start taking care of myself. You know, I'm getting fat again, I'm out of shape. I really would like to get back in shape and feel good about myself again. I just feel disgusted with myself when I look in the mirror from where I used to be, where I was at a year ago. I was 230 pounds, a lot of muscle. Now I'm like 255 pounds and I'm fat again with no muscle. But that's what chemo and cancer does to you. Can't work out every day because my muscles hurt so bad and my joints hurt so bad, so I'm going to start using my treadmill and my boxing stuff and at least try to get some fat off of me and get to where I'm not out of breath all the time. Because this chemo has also made me anemic. It's where you don't, I don't know exactly what it means, but also don't get a lot of oxygen in your blood. So without oxygen in your blood, you know, you're out of breath all the time. I can't even get up and do anything without being out of breath. But I think just everything that's happened, I've accepted. Like the mouth sores really did it for me. I was on the edge of dying right there. I couldn't even get up and walk across the room without almost falling over. In fact, one time I did fall, getting off the couch and walking into the kitchen. Because I couldn't eat for 2 weeks. You know, and so we're getting to and that started happening towards the end of the cycle of the chemo last time, and we're getting to the end of the cycle this time of this one, and I'm already having some weird issues with my prostate, which is like a hormone gland that controls like your urine and stuff like that. And so I have to get up about 4 or 5 times every night and pee. I don't have a lot of good flow in my pee, and I was getting like some pelvis pain, but that part's luckily went away. But I'm hanging in there, you know. just going to the lake every day. You know, before when I started doing this chemo, I wasn't doing anything. I was laying around the house all the time, and I felt miserable. Felt like I was dying. Getting up and going to the lake as much as I can, and just taking the cover off the boat and walking down to the ramp and doing that little bit of stuff just makes my body feel so much better. It's not a lot. You know, standing on the boat casting all day ain't really exercise for walleyes and not throwing heavy stuff, but I'm doing something, keeping my mind going, and it's keeping me sane, and it's keeping my body feeling okay. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's fucking 25 degrees. I really can't believe I'm doing this shit. Look at this. Well, I fished, and it was dead ass calm and kind of hot, and that fishing sucked. Today it's supposed to be some wind. It's gonna be a cold motherfucker out here today. But it can't be a bitch if you want to fish in the wintertime. So fuck it, I'm gonna send it. No one to fish today with though, so I don't really ask anybody. If it ain't Jeff or Don, I just started fishing with Don, who I've known through Jeff for a long time. If I ain't fishing with them, I ain't really gonna fish with anybody. I've tried to line some other people up to fish with, but I'm real careful about who I let into my circles. I keep my circles small. I've always have. I don't trust people, and I've been let down too many times with friendships. So I've got a couple of real good friends. Y'all saw that musky thing that Ryan and Nick sent me for Christmas, which really, those two guys, man. Nick, Ryan, and Jeff are the best friends I've ever had, besides my buddy Mike from Texas. Who, in fact, he hit me up yesterday, too. That was the best fucking friend I've ever had. Anyway, they sent me that muskie. That wood muskie thing. And they wanted the artist to write on the back from Yo Niggas. Because I always fuck with them and say, "What's up, my niggas?" And they kind of wig out. But they were scared to have that artist. They were like, didn't know if that artist would be okay with writing that. And then they asked their buddy who he made a muskie thing for. He's like, "No, look what he wrote on the back of mine." And he drew a picture of like Kamala Harris with a mustache or some shit on the back. So they got that artist to write from Yo Niggas on the back of that muskie thing. And I don't know, I was having kind of a rough day, came back from vacation and saw that, and those dudes just, man, they really make my day, man. I love those dudes. And Ellie, you know, those guys will really love you a lot too. Especially Ryan. With Nick too, but Ryan, you know, and Lynn. If I pass away, I hope one day you'll go up there with them and see them. They would actually like it. And Ryan's actually offered to have Ellie come up here and fish with Lynn. I know that'd be kind of weird, but those are good people. But yeah, Ryan always asks how you're doing. I actually talked to him on the phone for a little bit yesterday. Just a good dude, man. We went up there. I barely even knew him when we went up there to Washington. He let us stay at his house, park our trailer on the side of his house, helped us unload the boat, helped us do everything. That's just a solid dude right there. It's a solid guy. Then I really didn't know him that well. And to just be so welcoming. There's not a lot of people like that in this world. And Ryan's the man. Nick is the man. All my friends are just real good people. And if you notice, I've always picked friends nowadays that are a lot older than me too. People that I look up to, people I can learn from, and people that can make me better. And that's what you need in a friend. With Nick, it's business stuff. He's always I learned from him a lot about business and fishing. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be as good as a fisherman as I am now. Jeff's like a big brother to me. He's taught me a lot about just everything, life in general, finances, fishing. He's the man. And Ryan's just a solid motherfucker, just a good-hearted dude. And I got some good friends. But I'm kind of just ranting here. I just wanted to make a video. You girls stay positive no matter what you're doing. Keep grinding. Life is full of a lot of hardships, and it's what you make it. You know, obviously I didn't know that I was going to get cancer, but I've always lived my life to the fullest no matter what. And I don't really, you know, we've traveled, I've seen everything I wanted to see in the world except for Alaska. I've done so much cool shit. I've done a lot, and I've hopefully made a good impact on people. Hopefully people will remember me in a positive way. And if I ever did anything that you think about still that makes you upset, then I want you to know that I love you and I'm sorry. Because I'm your dad and I love you no matter what. I'll always love you no matter what you do. And getting close to the lake here, so when we get off here, it's 26 fucking degrees. It's probably a bad decision, but I'm gonna go try and make the best of it, see if I can get on some fish today. It's either gonna be real good or real bad, I think. I'm dreading getting out and getting the cover off the boat and shit. I don't know, I think my gloves are in the boat. I gotta get fully suited up today. We're gonna see what happens. So, y'all stay positive. Make the best out of your life. Make the best out of every day. Every day you wake up, try to do better than you did the day before. Try to be a better person, because you can grow as a person and be a better person and keep growing and keep striving to do better your entire life. You can never, I don't know if anyone can ever really reach their full potential, but you can try. Anyway, I'm getting off here. I love you girls.